It certainly got my foot in the door and allowed me to get to where I'm at today. But I'm glad that I don't do that anymore.
Soon after, Wahlberg received a pivotal phone call from director Penny Marshall. She was casting a new movie, Renaissance Man.
And when I sat down with her, I was like, nah, I don't want to act. She goes, what do you mean you're acting all the time? You're acting right now. You know, you're acting like you're cool, you're acting like you're a tough guy. You know, take the pages, go outside, look them over, and then come back in and audition for one of the parts.
He did. He got the job.
Present, sir. Tommy Lee Haywood, Willacoochee, Georgia.
Was it hard for you to be taken seriously as an actor in the beginning? Did people kind of scoff at you because you were the sort of the rap boy?
It was definitely something that was frowned upon, and I don't think all the other things that I was associated with helped, but, you know, I felt like I really found my niche. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Acting forced him to become disciplined for the first time in his life.
In the music business, they kind of, you know, encourage you to be irresponsible.
You had been pretty good at being irresponsible up to that point.
Exactly, so I needed a change of pace.
We can always do better.
He earned the respect of critics after he pulled off a flawless performance as an innocent teenager turned porn star in Boogie Nights.
Please don't be mean to me!
There's something so vulnerable about you in that film that really took people by surprise, because that wasn't the image that anyone had of you.
That was the big turning point for me, you know, because I was really worried about what other guys in the neighborhood were going to think. But then I was like, you know what? If I want to be an actor, I got to be an actor. I can't worry about what anybody's going to think.
Hey, I forgot the password, but if you want to come down the garage with me, I'd be happy to give it to you.
A few years later came the film The Departed and an Oscar nomination for Wahlberg. But what has perhaps given Wahlberg the most cachet in Hollywood is his series about Hollywood. As an executive producer, he developed Entourage, the hit HBO show about a star actor who hires his boyhood friends to serve as his entourage.
Whose idea was it?
It depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Well, obviously, I would say it's my idea because it's based on my life and my guys.
It's based on your life, but how much of your life is really kind of ends up in it?
Very loose.
Give me that.
Maybe not so loose. In Entourage, the character Johnny Drama likes to hit golf balls from his rooftop.
With Johnny Drama hitting the balls off the roof.
Guess where that idea came from? Yes, Wahlberg likes to drive golf balls into his Beverly Hills neighborhood.
That's money, baby. Oh. Is this Cousin Drama?
Some people might expect Hollywood actors to have an entourage because they're kind of prima donnas. But it seemed to me that you really have an entourage because you can't say no.
I'm not good at saying no. That is a problem.
It nearly became a real problem on the set of one of his bigger films.
I remember bringing my friends to the set of The Perfect Storm. It was the first time I shot a movie in Boston. And, you know, they're looking at the cameras and all the equipment. And, like, they're like, what is one of those things worth? I'm like, one of those Panavision cameras? It's probably like $250,000. And they're like, oh, my God, we're going to steal this thing. I'm like, first of all, you can't steal it off the movie, okay? We're shooting, we need this thing to shoot. But second of all, where are you going to sell a Panavision camera? To George at the corner store?
Wahlberg has become a powerhouse in the entertainment world. He's an executive producer of 3 other series on HBO.
What's going on? I mean, the kid from Boston's taking over.
Including Boardwalk Empire, the high-profile mob drama he co-produces with Martin Scorsese.
Hold up.
More series and movies are in the pipeline.
Get him up!
He prefers producing to acting.
Drop your weapon!
Shoot!
Partly because it allows him to spend more time at home with his wife and 4 kids. He's gone from bad boy to family guy. At his home in Beverly Hills on the basketball court he built,
You want to go on a motorcycle?
it's obvious how much he enjoys this new life.
What do you love about it?
Oh, them waking up early and climbing in the bed with us, or seeing my son smile, you know, hearing my daughter read. I just don't like them on sugar. So I'm just going to go to Spanky Town, and I don't want to go to Spanky Town.
Mark is not only devoted to his family, he tries to make it to church every day, no matter where he is in the world. And when Father Flavin's parish gym needed a facelift back home, it was Mark who stepped in.
How much money did he give you for that?
You know, I don't remember.
Father, you're a man of the cloth. You're supposed to tell the truth at all times. A lot of money?
Oh, yeah, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So he's very generous.
He is, extremely.
In Dorchester at the Boys and Girls Club, a place where he was once banned for life,
Nice deal.
Wahlberg gives his time and money to help kids, many of whom now see him as a hometown hero.
What do you say to those kids when they look at you and say, well, you didn't finish high school and look where you are?
It's my biggest regret. I feel like if I was able to do what I did with not going to high school and getting a college degree, imagine what I could have done with a real education. I'd be running whatever studio I work for.
Wahlberg feels he's snuck in Hollywood's back door as he approaches the age of 40 with a movie coming out next month that he considers his proudest achievement. Mark Wahlberg knows he made a narrow escape from life on the streets.
How do you define yourself? I mean, when you look at your career and who you are.
A lucky son of a bitch.
Go to 60 Minutes Overtime.